Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, that Jesus' word and all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, man, today I just want to title this video on the Bible is really a modern book because when you go out throughout the scriptures, the scriptures. Matter of fact, let me just get the first precept because matter of fact, let me start off with this. This is Psalms chapter 40 and verse 7. It says, Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. And that's talking about Yahushua, man, our Lord. So this book, the Holy Scriptures, the Bible, the Holy Bible, it is written of Yahushua. So when you read it, you're in the spirit of Yahushua, man. And what's the spirit of Yahushua? Prophecy. And this is Revelation 19:10. It says, And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So yeah, man. So we know what the prophecy means. Say before. So everything that the scriptures are speaking about back then was meant for this to be old now, man. Because everything is coming to pass now that was written thereof, man. And now I got the word modern pulled up in a dictionary. Let's see, it says it's an adjective. It says of relating to present and recent time, not ancient or remote. And yeah, it has history. Yeah, it got history in it. But guess what? But guess what? Such as Nebuchadnezzar, his dream. That's relating to the present time, man. That's relating to the present time, man. Certain like they say, the Old Testament is done away with. No, man. It's just because you couldn't understand it. It's talking about now. It's a characteristic of present and recent time, contemporary, not adequate or obsolete. It said of or relating to historical period following the Middle Ages. So yeah, man, the scriptures it was talking about the recent time because everything was just a build up to the day of the Lord, man. Matter of fact, because that's why the prophets, matter of fact, let me get in Revelation. Matter of fact, Revelation 10, I think it's 11, I believe. Yeah, and this is after John ate that little book, and this is Revelation 10:11. He said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. And yeah, man, because it was just a build up for this day, man. Like he wrote the last. That was the last book, man. Now it's time to be brought out. Now it's time to show you what it really meant to be, because now it's the time for everything to come to pass, man. Everyone agrees that this is the last days. You ain't even gotta be other circumcised. Even the simple Bud Dog Christian believe that. Certain Bud Dog Christians still believe that. Let's see. I'm gonna get another precept of that. This Daniel 12:13. It says, but go thou thy way to the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy light at the end of the days. So yeah, man, because everything was, the prophets didn't really understand what they was prophesying, man, when they were seeing. just like now. I mean, now people can see it now, but back then, before cars, people didn't think about, they had a dream about a car, man. It wasn't they when they read it back then, it wasn't meant to be understood. That's why I say it was sealed. You know. Let's see. Let me get. Oh yeah, car. This is Second Ezra 9. Nah, let's see. Clearing the end from the beginning. I believe it's in the microphone, but I'll just type it up. Bear with me, Akim. Let me just type it like that. Salakia. Yeah, Khan, this Isaiah chapter 46 and 10, it says, declaring the end from the beginning. Matter of fact, I'm started from from 9. It said, remember the former things of old, for I am the most high and there is none else. I am the most high and there is none like me. Yeah, because you can't understand the mind frame of the Lord, man. You know. Matter of fact, quick precept is Isaiah 55. Let's see, I started. I think it's like 7. Isaiah 55 and 8, it said, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So yeah, man, we can't comprehend the mind of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and how he do things. This is his movie, and this is the script to it, man. And a lot of people can't break it down. This is but we understand we understand it though. This is a modern book about modern times, like how you see certain TV shows talk about things that's going on right then and there about political things. You might see some on Saturday Night Live, about something about the Republicans or something. Something about some political stuff or something like that, about something that's going on right then and now. Well, that's how the scriptures are, man. It's telling us what's going on about the end of this kingdom, and how he's going to come back, man. You know, it is, that's what it is. Go back to that Isaiah 46 and 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So yeah, the Lord, he's declaring the end from the beginning. So this book, you can say it was an ancient book, but let's go back to that definition again. It says, of or relating to present and recent time, not ancient or remote. It's not an ancient book. Yeah, it has history in it, but the scriptures it says is Yahweh Shai, man, which is prophecy. Matter of fact, let's go. Matter of fact, let's do that, man. Let's the blue letter. Let's get that word prophecy. Alright, sure. Let me just let him play it.
Strong's G 4394. Prophetaya.
Prophetaya. It says prophecy, a discourse emanating from divine inspiration and declaring the purpose of the Most High, whether by reproving or admonishing the wicked, and comforting the afflicted, or revealing things hidden by foretelling future events. See, future events, man. And so this is a modern book because it's not. It got history, but it's talking about modern things like the missiles. Just for an example, it talks about the missiles throughout the scriptures, man. It talks about it says recent things that go into how we went into slavery, hardcore slavery on the east side of the so-called white man. B, it says used in the New Testament of the utterance of Old Testament prophets of the prediction of events relating to Hamashiach's kingdom and its speeding triumph, together with consolations and admonitions pertaining to it, the spirit of prophecy, the divine mind to which the prophetic faculty is due. So yeah, man, the prediction of events relating to Hamashiach's kingdom, man. Yeah, like I just said earlier, the scripture tells you how tells you about the downfall in this kingdom and how Yahweh is going to come back, man. That's what the scripture is talking about. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Because that's the day of the Lord. Everything is built up to that day, man. How I said, matter of fact, quick precept. These are Revelations chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, our kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so, Amen. So yeah, man. When the Lord, how he gonna come back, man? Everything is built up to him, for him, man. He said everything is created through him and by him, man. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna have his day, And it said the ones even that pierce themselves, that lets you know it's reincarnation. It ain't let you know it ain't like somebody that's 2,000 years old right now waiting on you to have a shot, man. Like they in the cut. They 2,000 years old. They don't want And keep going on. It says of the endowment and speech of the Christian teachers called prophets. It said the gift and utterance of these prophets, especially of the prediction of the words of which set apart to teach the gospel, which accomplished for the kingdom of Hamashiach. So yeah, man, the scriptures is a modern book, man. It tells you about the transfer of the kingdom, man. The gospel, the good news, cause now we got the whole road, man. We can finally eat, Well, yeah, Akim, man, I just hope they were edifying. Till next time, I want to say shalom.